So in the wider healthcare marketplace, I tend to think of it as a closed feedback loop to the patient. So if I think about my own healthcare and I've got a device and I've got various bits of data that I collect, what I'd like to be able to do is kind of have my data, compare it with the data of many other individuals like me who might have a similar medical history, might have a similar healthcare record, for instance, and I'd like to know what choices and decisions I can make on that basis. That's what I mean by the closed loop. Using more data, using the fact that we can collect lots of data from lots of people and patients, put that in the cloud, and then make inferences about health choices and medical choices that people might make in conjunction with a healthcare professional, or perhaps just for themselves. So I think AI is going to help drive that whole closed feedback loop.
In the wider healthcare marketplace, machine learning, deep learning that's really the place where I believe deep learning can excel. You have very large populations. Lots of descriptive information about those populations, along as the semantics are done correctly in such a way that the machine learning algorithms can perform accurately. I truly believe that that is the ripest area in healthcare in general for machine learning and deep learning.
So the question I would say is how do we feed quality data that can then lead to AI or computationally assisted healthcare? This will really require our patient participation, collecting specific data very systematically, so wearing a Fitbit all the time for several months, and then actually labeling events where you become unwell. This will allow the system, when we do this systematically, we will be able to identify things that change, like your heart rate changes before you get a viral infection. You'll be able to know to maybe take more paracetamol earlier and actually not have the full-blown virus. I think this is when we participate and all have very good trackers, we'll be able to really have AI come into a wider perspective and define certain, you could say, digital biomarkers.
With genomic medicine being a big factor in the NHS, and sort of wearable technology that you can link human data, phenotypic data back to molecular characterization of patients and people as they become sick or unhealthy. That's a longitudinal thing, so I think it needs to be embedded now, so that in the future, a few years' time, when we have a lot more data, then that's where it becomes a lot more useful. It's the data collection, data aggregation, and ultimately a data management issue.
I think the biggest challenge here is winning public consent for ways of sharing data so that privacy is respected but research is enabled. And that's especially a challenge here in the UK.